citizens that it matters to. Because this is a serious deal. We're not doing this just to have another rally to antagonize them. This is a serious issue that people need to pay attention to, just as much as actual victims. Not rather than, not instead of, but alongside. So I'm going to say it one more time. It's okay to be male. And it's okay to be pissed off if somebody tries to ruin your life because you're a man. And I hope you women stand beside. And you know what? I think it happens to women too. I think it happens to women too, so don't let me be misogynist. I'm not saying just men. But it happens to women too. Speak up, stand something. Stand for something. Stand up and say. There's things happening on the other side of that token too. At the very same time, we stand up for victims of rape.
Give it up for Jay Harris! Hey guys, I'm gonna try to add something to what he was saying. Falsely accused thing. Being falsely accused is not fun. It's nothing fun about it. I swear to God, I hope to God that I don't ever. That's why I thank God for the him too. I hope to God I don't ever get falsely accused. But it's not a new thing. It's a really old issue. Where's all my Christians in the house? There you go. And if you read the Bible, I know Brother Quincy Ray, who was that got falsely accused by Potiphar's Joseph. Brother Joseph. If you guys read that story, the wife of the king tried to sleep with him, tried to force herself on him. And he was like, no, you're the wife of my king. You're the queen of this kingdom. I'm not going to do this. And you know what she did? She turned around and she started scratching herself. She started ripping her clothes. Then she went and cried to the king and said, I've been raped. So this whole falsely accused thing, it goes way, way back. And we ought to stand up and say no more to it. We ought to stand up and say, no, we have a voice too. Even though we're men, we can be victims too. And we're not going to take it anymore. It's time for us to take a stand. Start standing up. Even if you're female and you're here at this rally and you have a son, speak out to protect your child. Speak out so your child do not grow up in a society that puts accusation before the truth. That is why we're out here. It's for the truth. Amen? Our next speaker coming up is none other. I know you guys are a little bit sick and tired of seeing his face all the time. It's a guy that claims to be Japanese, but he's actually Mexican that came in illegally in our country. And now he's standing up. He got tired of all the illegal immigration and felt bad for what he's trying to do, or for what he did before. It's none other than our Latino brother, Joey Gibson.
I'm actually not Mexican, but I have no problem with being Mexican. It's cool. Hey, the first thing I want to say is what I've been really hoping for this whole time in the last 2 years, get other people to begin to stand up and throw their own stuff. So I want to give if we can give a huge round of applause to Haley Adams for organizing this. Oh, it's starting to get hot. So, here's what I want to talk about. The thing that I think about, when Haley asked, or she brought up about doing him too, what it is. One of the things I think about is equality. That's something that we need in this country more than anything. And the people who run around and scream equality all the time are the ones who are the most racist, the most sexist. Those are the ones who are going to treat you differently based off of whether you're a man, you're a woman, you're gay, you're straight, you're black, you're white, you're brown. I'm here to say we go back to what Martin Luther King Jr. used to preach. When he talked about what matters, what's on the inside, your actual actions, what you do, actual evidence, not the color of your skin. You don't judge people because it's a man or a woman. You don't say that him too is inherently sexist. That's not right, because what we want to say is we believe everybody's equal and everybody has an equal opportunity, right? You have to go through the process. You have to judge each person based off their actions. If somebody comes out, whether it's a man or a woman, and claims that they were raped, or he or she, or whatever, we don't care if it's a man, we don't care if it's a woman, we look into the actual allegations, to the actions, to the evidence. Can I get an amen? See, this is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been preaching, Tiny and some other people from the very beginning. It's real tolerance. It's actually accepting people and not judging them. Stop putting people in groups and things that they can't control. I can't control the fact that I'm a man, okay? He can't control the fact that he's black or whatever it may be. So let's stop focusing on those things and begin to look on what's on the inside, okay? Can I get an amen? You're always gonna be short, man. You're gonna get shorter, actually, and your ears will get bigger. That's what happens. It's a proven fact, okay? The next thing I want to talk about, I'm going to finish off with this, and I need to start saying this more often. Okay, I haven't been doing enough. But when you think about the state of mind of someone, whether you're a man or a woman, your state of mind to where you're in such a bad place, in such a dark place, to the point where you're willing to destroy someone else's life for whatever your motivation may be. You're willing to destroy them, to take them down, to lie about them, and to potentially even put them in jail for however long, all over life. Think about how miserable of a person you must be. I'm not looking down on that person. I'm saying inside you would just be miserable. You'd be filled with so much hatred and so much anger. And that's what I believe in our country right now, why we're so divisive, why there's so much hatred, is because we have so many individuals who are in their own little dark life that they're living. And that's what we need. And I'm gonna finish up with this, and I do believe that if we as a country begin to be more spiritual, we begin to look up in the sky, we begin to look to God. We begin to ask Jesus, because I'm telling you, Jesus is the guy that can take all your pain, all your suffering, all your darkness, all of it, and he can take that and turn it into light so that you can help out other people who've been in similar situations. Can I get an amen? Amen! I don't care what you believe in, who you are, whatever. I don't judge you. That's one quality that I have. Sometimes people wish I would judge a little more, okay? I don't judge you. I don't care what you guys want to do, but I'm telling you, if you begin to look to things beyond what you can see, beyond what you can feel, beyond what you know, because I'm telling you, there's way more. Look, we're on this tiny little rock flying around at what, I don't know, thousands of miles an hour, constantly spinning, going around the sun. Just all these things happen perfectly. We're out in the middle of nowhere in space. And you're telling me there's not a God. I'm here to say, I know there is a God, and I do believe in Jesus Christ, and I do believe that's the answer. Especially in Portland. We got to bring God back into Portland. Right?
Yeah.
Again, I want to give a big, huge, giant thank you to Haley Adams. And I'm telling you guys, we need more people to be organizing rallies. We'll be going to Vancouver later tonight. We'll be marching on the new waterfront. You guys seen the new waterfront in Vancouver? We haven't broken it in yet. So we're going to go out there and we're going to have a march. Guys, thank you so much for coming out here today. You have a good day.
Gracias, amigo. All right, our next speaker coming up, this person that's been showing up to our rallies, since the beginning. Well, halfway through, halfway through Patriot Prayer, this person showed up and started standing with us. And even though this person started standing with us, we were still called, homophobics and everything. Our next speaker, I'm gonna show you right now, is one of my good friends too. Edie Dixon, are you here? Right here. Give it up for Edie!
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, my name is Edie Dixon. For those of you who don't know me, people know me on the internet as Edie, the Transervative Dixon. So today I'm representing my biological gender. So can I get a hands up for him too? So one of the things I like to do is call out the gay agenda and other progressive movements that like to target the brave masculine man. Because we all know there's a political war against men, as well as an ideological war and a psychological war. But there's also a biological war as well.
How you doing? All right.
Natural and biological male behaviors are now being demonized and labeled as toxic masculinity, when we all know you're either an asshole or you're not. Right? But from the time we are born, we're introduced to estrogenic chemicals happening in our foods, the food packaging, or the hormones in our water, but it messes with the androgen to estrogen ratio. And that ratio is what determines the masculinization or the feminization of a man. The reason this is important is because of why it is being done. First, you have to look at what masculinity is. Masculinity is a spectrum measured by bravery. And I'll show you how. With the Revolutionary War, the total American population was just 2.8 million people. But the bravery of just 260,000 men who fought against over 400,000 British soldiers freed every man, woman, and child living free in America today. With the Civil War, the total American population was 31 million people, but the bravery of just 2.6 million men freed 3 million slaves, also freeing every black man, woman, and child living free in America today. With World War I, America's total population was around 95 to 100 million people. Out of that, the bravery of just 4 million men are responsible in weakening Europe's global superpower, replacing it with the United States of America. World War II, the total population of America was 138 million people. But the help of the bravery of just 16 million men brought about such a considerable amount of change in global politics that it changed the course of history to biblical proportions. Today, America's population has risen to 325.7 million people. Now do you understand why there's a war on men, masculinity, and bravery? They demonize any profession where masculinity and bravery is needed. Being in the military or being a police officer was once respectable in our society. But now, our society hunts them. Men who are once confident providers are now suffering with low self-esteem and committing suicide because men naturally crave to be the leader of the home, to be strong enough to protect and to provide. And without this, it creates a void. And that void is a main contributor for the fact that the #1 killer for men under 50 is suicide. Men are treated so poorly in our society that 3 times more vets die of suicide than they do on the battlefield. Men are treated so poorly in family and custody courts that following a divorce, men commit suicide 10 times that of women. But can men ask society for help? No, because as a society, we have a false sense that men have it good, that men are toxic. But what we know is that masculinity protects us. Masculinity keeps us free. Masculinity doesn't just fight for freedom. Masculinity risks dying for it. Destroying everything that matters to a man is the only way the deep state can truly enslave us. Men will be less likely to fight back if you take away his family. So they pushed feminist movements to attack and destroy the traditional family unit. Men will be less likely to fight for their countries if they're stripped of their national and racial identities. So they made anything dealing with national or racial pride racist and offensive. Everything men once were risking their lives to protect, they don't have. A man's family and friends are now secluded to his Facebook. His love and relationships are now free unlimited porn. And his night out is now replaced with free internet videos, music, and video games. American bravery has shown to be the greatest in the world. And those who don't want us to be free, that terrifies them. So I'll end with a word of advice. Love God, do no harm, and take no shit, because we're conservatives. Thank you.
God bless Edie. Give it up for Edie. Hey, turn it down, Joey, a little bit. It's a little bit funny. I want to tell you guys this story before I do something else that we always do at rallies. Edie over here, his name is spelled E-D-I-E. So Edie, Well, she said she's gonna represent her biological son.
Yeah. Hey, did you notice? Did you notice the cops came over facing us
The
now?
whole time, I haven't
Just
talked
keep
to
your own,
to Edie.
especially
I
that
called him
group,
Eddie
this group
everywhere.
right
He
here.
never
Yeah.
corrected me. I was like, Eddie, right here. Never corrected me. And finally, when she bumped chest with this other dude trying to beat her up, he was like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, damn. And I was like, Eddie was like, it's Edie. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. See, that's a good thing about transgender on our side. They don't give a damn about pronouns and all that. They're open-minded. They don't expect people to bow down to their pronouns and everything. They don't care. But it's their choice that they want to be what they are.
Some sort of
And I
sunflower
thank
over there?
God for every
Yeah.
time that she comes out, and I'll show her respect
what that
all
is
the
there.
time.
I don't know.
Because I'm always saying, hey, I'm not for the LGBT nor against it. You do whatever the hell you want to do. Just don't try to force me to respect that BS. Okay? Don't try to